Kara Jones. I'm the Program and Community Education Manager at HealthLink. I'll be your moderator this evening. On behalf of the Porter County Substance Abuse Council, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. As our community continues to struggle through this opioid crisis, it is ever important for us to come together and strive towards a spectrum of ideas and solutions. These ideas and solutions can, at times, be uncomfortable. I applaud all of you for taking the time to challenge yourselves to learn more about the topic of medication-assisted treatment.
The importance of this town hall is there's a lot of misinformation about medication-assisted treatment. People don't know what it really is, and because of that, there's strong opinions about it. And so the importance of what we did here tonight is we got folks that were supportive of medication treatment and folks that were not, and just had an open dialogue where they could hear specifics and hear people with lived experience.
The first methadone, that's kind of a hot button term, the first methadone program started in 1965 and research following. So this isn't something that just started yesterday. You can see when people are addicted to heroin, there is a dependence on heroin, right? When people are on medication-assisted treatment, there is a dependence upon that opioid. But what you see different with a heroin addiction or a medication-assisted treatment dependence is you don't see the criminal activity that is often associated with that addiction. Crime goes down. People are able to hold jobs. People are able to get their families back. People are able to have productive lives through different forms of MAT.
The town hall tonight, we had a really good turnout, almost 80 people, and so different faces, folks that can come in and learn a little bit. Tonight we discussed medication-assisted treatment, but we have town halls about lots of things, but it gives people an opportunity to ask questions, to put some faces with some names, and then hopefully we can get them steered in the right direction and answer any questions that they may have.
And it's easy for us to prescribe. Anyone can do it. It doesn't have to be, as Todd said, a certified provider. So people go into their general practitioners. It doesn't always have to be in a treatment setting. Until they can get in, they can kind of get it started. Out at Heartland, we've been doing PHP, so outpatient programs, for years, and really saw a need that we're missing a piece of that puzzle. So we started introducing the MAT, putting folks on the Vivitrol, on the oral naltrexone, which is the same thing. One's extended release, one's once daily, and we've seen our success rates really go up. People feel like they're more in control of their recovery. Those first 30, 60, 90 days is really when they get that, those cravings are intense, they need that help, and that can really be a big boost for them.
The people here get a lot of education and a lot of information, and I think education, and ultimately that's the answer, it's education and prevention.
We know that if you go through our CDNA program, it's about a 50% chance of you not coming back. So that's really good. If you don't go to any program at all, you have a 75% chance of coming back.
Well, I think something like this is so important to the community because we have to have answers. And again, are we just going to sit by, passively and say, we got a problem? Or, one of the other things that I do with the sheriff's office is I do death notifications, and I'm out on a lot of scenes with overdoses and so on. And the pain that I see families go through in the midst of this, it's just hard. Sometimes it's unbearable to see that.
Vivitrol is kind of a big bully, and it kind of pushes away the heroin side of things, and kind of puts a lid over the receptor, so that massive amounts of dopamine cannot be produced anymore. Now, in saying that doesn't mean that they can't overdose. It just means that they will not get the euphoric sensation of what heroin brings or alcohol brings, or any kind of in that respect.
I think it's important for the community because it's an opportunity to get the word out and to get people informed, educated on what's really going on in their community, and kind of let people know what options are available, especially if they have any family members that are suffering from addiction.
I am involved in the Vivitrol program. I've been to different rehabs, and nothing was successful. I went to jail the first half of the summer, and I got out of jail, and I didn't last 10 days. When I went back to the jail, I was told by Mr. Gerke about the therapeutic community that they had there, and he said, I think you'd be a good candidate for the Vivitrol program. It definitely helped me a lot. When I was at Respite House, I went to several classes, and those helped me.
There's no shame in being addicted to something because it's something you can't help. And I think the more people that know about the programs available to help you, the more likelihood is that the word's going to get out and you can get the help you need without the shame involved.
Can you talk a little bit about why you wanted to share your story with everybody tonight?
To know that it happens to people that you would never suspect. I wouldn't suspect anybody that looks like me or whatever, because I think there's people that have this vision of people laying in the gutters with that have ripped clothes and haven't bathed in a while to be addicted. But it can happen to anybody.
Because it's probably pretty common, more common than what you might think. Started taking painkillers when I had a hip problem. I ended up getting a hip replacement only 10 years. My greatest help was somebody who had gotten off the methadone, who had been through the program and had weaned herself off. And she was my greatest asset, helped me get off of the Suboxone, because she helped me understand what I was going to feel and how things were going to happen. And she was right. I mean, every week and every month, it felt like someone took, kind of a piece of film off of my brain. The clarity came back. I started to feel like my personality was coming back.